What is up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music from games I've never played or heard about as a musician myself. Today I'm going to be doing a Patreon request for Nevermore084. This is Code Vein, Return of the Night, Danse Macabre. Never heard of this, but I have checked out Code Vein once before. And just as a side note, this requester has requested quite a bit of Code Vein, so fans, there's more to come. The only thing I know about Code Vein is that it's from Namco, and that this was and this one is composed by Goshina. And Namco and Goshina are kind of been partners for a while, and I know them from the Tekken series together. So I'm excited. I'm expecting something maybe kind of theatrical, based on that bit of information. Either way, this is Return of the Night, Danse Macabre. Let's go. Is that a gong? Yeah. Oh. We are going straight into war. Organ. Very operatic. Okay. Look at that sword. I love Goshina. I think of the movie 300, just like a bunch of people like. Damn, that is super impressive. Yes, give me that organ. I love that percussion pattern. I love that. Just because it's unexpected, that's the only reason. I know I have this image here, but I do really envision, like, fire. I don't know if it's related to this image at all, but this music, I just imagine, like, burning. Oh, the organ is the loop. Okay. Interesting. This just screams battle music or boss or something of that. I cannot imagine that anywhere else, like just walking around or a village or a store. That has to be straight like action. And the reason I say that is because some battle themes, not all, but a good amount, have this kind of musical notion of having stuff that isn't memorable per se as a melody. It's mostly like these big choir ensembles, big drums, big orchestral hits and all that. So it's all about the mood and the setting and what's going on. It's very emotional. So it's not always about. It's interesting because I've talked about this kind of music before, and some people just straight up think I don't like it. It's just that's not the case. It's more before I would say stuff like, well, you need context, and of course that's the case with everything I hear. But in those kind of songs, I really felt like you really just need context. But it's more. I kind of want to reiterate that it's just really about the epic scale of it all, like everything that like brought you to this moment, and that's why this music really stands out. On its own, I will say it's a little, forgive me, but forgettable, just because it just sounds like a lot of other things, but it's almost not forgettable in game. It's kind of bizarre how that works, because you couldn't. I can see it now that I couldn't imagine any other piece besides what we just heard in that specific section of the game, wherever that is. So it's kind of an interesting parallel how that works in my head, I guess, maybe not for others. So I wouldn't listen to it like on my own per se, like in my own free time, but I couldn't imagine anything else, and so fitting for whatever the occasion is here, which is clearly made for that. It has that very theatric thing, which I did guess I was gonna say. I don't know why. Just when I think of Goshina and Namco working together, I think of that kind of just big over the top sound. Has kind of that Elder Scrolls feel. What was the song I did? I forgot. It was Dragonborn. I did. Apparently, the game is really popular because I had a lot of comments saying like, "Hey, have you not heard of this?" I'm like, I don't play these games, but it has that same kind of feeling, right? That whole big ambient epicness. That's the only way I can really describe it. It's just epic, and I would love to personally see this kind of stuff live. I love seeing symphonies and just seeing that energy because it's so intense. It's so intense. If it sounds intense here, imagine feeling it in person and seeing actual talented people just in huge groups of numbers doing this. It's pretty surreal. So I do recommend anyone to check out one of these, whether it's a VGM concert or not. Just go see one of these performances, because you won't go home the same person. It will really make you appreciate like talented people out there, and just the fact that there's one guy keeping time to hundreds potentially, and it's just such a powerful thing that can't really be reproduced. As far as settings go, I just, despite what this image didn't really influence me, I really did kind of imagine kind of like a fire or something ablaze. I don't know what that has to do with the song title. It's called Return of the Night, spelled with a K, not nighttime. I'm not sure what the Danse Macabre part means. Well, obviously I don't know what anything means. I was just kind of looking at the sword the whole time. I'm going to be honest, it's just standing right there. I didn't notice until actually like a couple seconds ago that there is another person in the background. So, yeah, it just screams battle to me. If you tell me otherwise, I will be actually quite surprised. But I guess you just never know. That's another cool thing about VGM, is just you really... I mean, there's not a lot of people that listen to VGM blind anyways, so I can't speak for everyone else, but most people like that watch these videos know the context, know where it plays, know where it goes, so you can't really make a setting up in your head. You know where the setting is. So it's always interesting what comes to my mind based on notes and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not always correct. I'm not claiming to always get them right, but sometimes I get them right. And when I do, they're pretty accurate. So, but I also could very much miss, and this could be a whole underwater bunny ranch or something. You just never know. That's what I like about VGM so much, is that it paints these musical notes and they're made for a specific reason, but in a weird way, hearing them blind is it's like just like a whole new experience. So I fall in a very unique category of the world of just living under a rock, and because I've heard the name Code Vein a lot as a teen, I guess. I don't know when it was released, and I think most games from Bandai Namco are like pretty much successful as far as I know. So I'm sure there's a following for this. Anywho, I digress. Really cool. Really cool. Return of the Night from Code Vein. If you want to make a request to me, you can do so on Patreon or PayPal. Either are okay if you do not mind waiting. If you do not want to wait, there is the Platinum support on Patreon, which expedites your request and your backlog, if you have any, to the top of the list, essentially skipping the line in a gigantic queue. A big shout out to Justin, Moon Knight, Rogue Monk, Thomas, Kevin, Jester, Your Average Metalhead, and Leaky Peach for supporting that. Thanks to everyone that you see here as Patreon supporters. Thank you to my PayPal supporters as well. Thank you for watching, and let me know more about this game, please. I do read comments. My name is Jesse. This has been the Auditorium. I hope you all have a fantastic evening, day, morning, whatever. Peace.